Okay, hey guys, Unfiltered video here. This time I'm gonna talk for a little bit longer, just to clear the thoughts. Got back from China, Taiwan last week. Really tired, sick right now. Why am I sick? Let's start looking at the reasons. Um, I think on my flight over, I was on my cell phone. I was trying to like sort the videos and photos for my YouTube video. So basically, I was working on the airplane instead of sleeping. And when I got here, when I landed in LA, I was really tired. So that was probably my first mistake. My second mistake was probably not really resting. I was still eating and like I was waking up at 3 a.m. and I wasn't really going back to sleep. I wasn't taking my health very seriously. I wasn't meditating or doing the things I should have been doing, like maybe doing some stretching or light exercise. Instead, I did like basketball and I did really rigorous exercise and that left my body in a lot of stress. So no rigorous. I should make a note. I'll be right back. Okay. So let's see. I would say no, and again, this is gonna go a little bit longer. It's just for my benefit. I'll talk about the YouTube stuff later. No strenuous exercise. Make sure to meditate on the plane, and sleep. That's take that seriously. Also, probably airborne. I didn't take airborne when I got back. I should have probably took some vitamins as well as ginseng. I didn't do my usual routine. I was kind of sloppy because I was just kind of tired. But if I have this into a habit routine where I don't even have to think about it, then that would be even better because I'm going to Europe in a couple months, and so I want to prep for it. I want to see what kind of lessons can I take away from this. Um, and then afterwards, I actually went straight to work, right? I had a wedding caricature party, and then from like 8 to 12 at night, and then the next morning I had another party from 11 to like 3 o'clock. So that was like back to back 8 hours worth of work on very little sleep and jet lag. And I don't think I took myself seriously. After my birthday party, I went to have like a Vietnamese sandwich that had jalapenos in it, and I ate it anyways. And yesterday I saw my Chinese doctor, and he was like, "Oh, like it seems like you're here. There seems to be a kind of inflamed infection." So I'm like, I don't know what it is." But he was saying like, "Oh, it could be. It's probably from something you ate." And I was thinking back like, okay, so maybe I'm not sure, but maybe next time no spicy foods when you're fucking tired, right? Because I did feel like it burned my throat a little bit. Maybe that was it. I'm not really sure. I'm not a doctor, but I'll keep that to myself next time. I've been heard a lot of times to not eat spicy foods when you're tired. A lot of doctors tell me that. Let's see what else. Let's talk about YouTube. So I got upset with a comment on my data healing video. Basically, someone made a comment which I viewed as criticism and judgment, and that made me kind of angry. And you know what? Just in all, this is probably really normal for a lot of people. But when people, I mean, you don't like when people judge and criticize you, right? I guess it depends. But I think what I need to realize is that sometimes I view YouTube as kind of like, I don't know how to say this, but I don't want to produce fake content to appeal to fans. That's something that I don't want. So I treat this like really unfiltered. I treat it like, no one's watching. But that's not the reality. The reality is people are watching. If you really wanted this to be private, I can just make these videos, store them on my computer, and no one will watch them. But I tried that for 2 weeks and it didn't work because when no one was actually viewing them, I had no one to be accountable to. I and then I would talk more sloppily. I would my sentences and my thought process wouldn't be as coherent. When I'm explaining them to someone, it forces me to organize my thoughts a lot more. On the contrary, because there's an audience, there's also feedback from the audience. If you say something you don't like, if they don't like or whatever, they will respond to that. You know, you say something racist or you something they don't agree with, they're gonna let you know. And that's kind of the personality of making a YouTube video. And you know, I think right now, am I only realizing that yes, I can be unfiltered and candid and honest and vulnerable, but at the same time, there are the I guess maybe cause or benefits of having an audience. The audience will respond to you. Unlike, let's say, TV, you say that, well, people do respond on TV, but you actually read the comments immediately after the video is posted. Um, yeah, so maybe being aware of that. Oh, I guess my idea was maybe you have having thoughts, right? Like predicting, making it like a game. You know, if people have comments that are criticism or judgments, they're actually judgments in your own head, right? So, for example, one thing I wanted to say was, so when I got back, it was like Thanksgiving when I got back, and it was kind of frustrating because usually when I get back from long vacations, I expect my mom to prepare some kind of like actual food or something like that, or like some medicine for me to feel better, right? And I can say this. And then I would predict a comment. A comment would probably be like, well, you're a grown man. You can't expect your mom to do everything for you, blah, blah, blah. You need to grow up and take care of yourself. So there I'm predicting a comment, and that's kind of fun. So maybe if someone does comment that, I'm like, yes, I predicted it. And this way, I kind of say my own fears and criticisms. So in response to that comment, you know, that's kind of like why I'm making this stuff. Oh, okay, so Miracle Green. I want to drink some vegetable juices when I do get back. And this can't be stuff that's too crazy or too when I get back, that too labor intensive, because when I'm back on the plane, I'm gonna be tired, and I need to imagine what I'm gonna be. So oatmeal, yes, oatmeal does work. Scraping is a Chinese technique. I want to do that too. Um, Maybe some reflexology for the foot, hot baths. Let's see, massage. Yeah, I did do that. Maybe let's have like a foot massage machine, whatever. Okay, whatever. Let's see. I covered about everything. Oh, recognition. So I did look at this Louis playbook. So basically, it's kind of like pagan religion. I don't know. Um, so it's like that. I have a stuffy nose right now, and the stuffy nose thing is supposed to be you're not recognizing your own self-worth. That's what that's linked towards. So basically, every physical ailment is linked to an emotional kind of psychological thought you have in your mind or spirit. And I guess for me, it's not recognizing my own self-worth. Um, you know, it was just funny because when I did go to the Chinese doctor yesterday, he did say something that was kind of hurtful but felt good. He was kind of like jelly. All right, like when he got to, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and when I got there, he was like, "Oh, so you had a lot of fun." Like I saw all your stuff on Facebook. So on Facebook, I've been posting like, "Oh, I'm out here with this friend and that friend," you know, and I guess he was like kind of jealous or something. Yeah, in like kind of a fun, joking way. He's like an older brother, you know. He was like this. He grew up in America, so he's kind of like me, but maybe like 20 years older. Um, and he has kids and stuff, but he speaks English. He's not like a guy. Anyways, so he was doing the Ba Mai, which basically is how Chinese doctors do testing. They do this. Hold on, how to do this? Okay, they do this, and then they read your pulse, and they're able to just read everything that's going on with your body using that technique, and depends on how good the doctor is. And he was saying like, um, well, you're 心散了, which means like your heart is apart, is too in too many directions. And he was like, you're having too much fun. You had to. And then I was like, are you joking? Is that a real medical diagnosis? And he was like, yes. And I'm like, dude, you're so jelly. Jelly refers to jealous, in case some of the old people watching this don't get it. Just kidding. Um, this is so good for me. It's therapeutic, I guess. Um, ugh. So, anyways, he was saying my mom was like, my mom who was also there. She was saying the doctor too. Yes, my mom did take me to the doctor because I'm so sick and tired. So yes, I'm really grateful for my mom. Um, Predict comment. Uh, what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say, but my mom was seeing the doctor too. Anyways, what I wanted to say was, yeah, I'm 27. I'm old. I'm an adult, but I still act like a kid. That is a comment, you know? I act like a kid even though I'm 27. Yeah, oh well. Growing up, that is another thing I need to look into. Anyways, um, yeah, I still act like it. People say I look like I'm 17 even though I'm 27. So what I was gonna say was, yeah, the doctor was telling my mom like, yeah, did you see this guy's Facebook? What he was posting? He was having so much fun. Like he was like, oh, thank you. He was like, he was saying like, I was with all these like hot girls, beautiful girls, and like at the night market and eating dinner or whatever, and like he was like saying this, and my mom was like, I had no idea because I thought he wasn't having enough fun because he seemed like he was upset all the time, which was funny because I think I was just having too much fun and I was too tired, which is why I looked all tired. And she thought I wasn't having fun. But anyways, the point is that it was like self-worth. It was like I liked being recognized that I was hanging out with these hot girls. And predict comment below. No objectification of women, something like that. But it was like I don't know if girls or guys do this. Guys probably do this, but it's like when you're with a hot girl, you want to let everyone know, like, yo, check it out. I'm with this fine ass chick, you know? And you post that shit on Facebook. And when someone recognizes that, and you're like, yo, Chris, who was that fine ass chick you were with, in China? And then it makes me feel really good, And of course, that's kind of objectification of women. And of course, you shouldn't derive your self worth from other people think of you. But okay, yeah. Yeah, when he was like, yeah, you were having way too much fun, I felt like a sense of pride and like I felt recognized. I was like, hell yeah, that's how I do, man. Oh my god, so many issues here. I hate thinking about what other people are gonna think. How long has this video been going on? 12 minutes? Alright, well that's weekly unfiltered video for you. Uh, oh, check out my new haircut. It's cool, right? Look, my new haircut.